Da-da-da-da. Nice one, everybody. We just drove a giant bus into the Charles River. We are now floating through the river in that giant bus. And some of you look kind of unimpressed. Just like, yeah, whatever. I've seen that a million times before. Others of you look very impressed, and you should be. It's very impressive.
Hands in, buddy.
We are
hands out.
on the Charles River. We've got, I don't see many birds out here right now. I see a few seagulls. Maybe that's all, but if you do see any birds, point them out to me. We can quack at them. Sometimes we'll see Canada geese out here. Sometimes we will see ducks. We'll see double-crested cormorants on occasion.
Ducks are up ahead.
See some ducks up ahead? Oh, okay. These are looks like actually some geese up ahead here on our right, so we can give them a quack here as we pass them by. Da 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 duck. Okay, great quacking, everybody. We are in the lower basin of the Charles River. It empties out into the Boston Harbor behind us. Between us and the Boston Harbor is a between us and the Boston Harbor is a dam that was built in 1978. On the other side of that dam is the salt water of the harbor. This is fresh water here in the Charles River.
But you never know.
The Charles River empties out into the Boston Harbor when it's flooding through the locks in the new dam system behind us. And we're going to be heading up toward an older dam with a now defunct lock. This dam that we're heading toward was built in 1908. The lock we're going through is the Peggy Lock. It no longer functions, but water does flow through it when they're draining water out of the Charles River into the harbor. All right, everybody, how's the volume back there? Can you hear me okay in the back? Yeah. Okay, how about up front? Can you hear me all right? All right, excellent. Now, as I'm sure you figured out by now, you don't want to miss a word that I say. Every word is a carefully constructed gem of the utmost importance. Remember when I was talking about the Band-Aid on the dinosaur's shoulder and my theory about it? Imagine if you hadn't heard that. What your life would be like today. I don't even want to think about it. All right, everybody. If you need more volume, just let me know. We're heading toward the Cranky Dam here, Cranky into the Peggy Lock. Just up ahead of us is the Leechmere Viaduct. On the left and the right are some construction barges up ahead. They're doing some repairs, some renovations on the viaduct, which was built in 1912. Heading against the... So just a reminder, everybody, stay seated. If you've got a kiddo on your lap, that's totally fine. Just make sure that they stay seated on your lap. Don't let them stand up on that lap. And we're heading underneath the Cranky drawbridge. We just drove over this bridge when I was telling you all about the Museum of Science. Might be the first time you've ever driven over a drawbridge and ridden underneath it in the same vehicle. Still many of you look unimpressed. Just up ahead on the left, we're going to see through a rusted out steel door that's been cut in half. We'll see into the old pond here. There it is. If you missed it going up, we'll see it going down. And over here on the right is the Museum of Science. That red brick building there sits on top of this old dam. The museum was built in 1951. And you can really feel we're trudging along against the current of the river, coming in and out of the lock. Captain Mike sounding a horn blast there to let other vessels know. Coming out through the other side of the Cranky Lock, and as we emerge out onto the wider part of the river, I want you to look up ahead on the left at that green sign up there. It says the Charles River rules. Please read and memorize those rules, okay? They are very important. That's why we take such good care of that sign. All right, and folks, over here on the right, you can see that the water is coming around the right side of the block. The current makes its way down toward the harbor. Now, here we are out of the wider part of the river. We're heading upriver toward Hopkinton, Massachusetts. That's where the Charles River starts. Does anybody know of anything else that starts in Hopkinton, Massachusetts? Okay, I'll give you a clue. I was not in Hopkinton at all last year, and I will not be in Hopkinton this October. Marathon. The Boston Marathon, that's correct. Now, the marathon is 26.2 miles long, and it winds its way down to, well, it goes basically straight down to Boston. The river is 80 miles long. It starts in Hopkinton, and it's so much longer than the route of the marathon because it is very winding. And I gave it away there. It was a spoiler. Spoiler alert. The Charles River is winding. All right, we're heading into the interior of Massachusetts. We've got Boston over here on our left, and over here on the right is the city of Cambridge. Now, I'll tell you more about Cambridge in just a moment, but first I want to find out where you all are coming from. Do we have any New Englanders on board the Duck? Anyone from New England here? Okay, where are you from?
Acton.
Acton, okay, welcome to Boston. Great to have you on board the Duck. And any other New Englanders here on board? Where are you from? From Boston. Okay, welcome to the Duck Tour. Great to have you on board today. And how about back there? Where are you from? Cambridge? All right, welcome to Boston. Great to have you on board. Thanks for coming all this way from Cambridge into Boston to take the tour today. Appreciate that. All right, any other New Englanders here? Okay, how about folks from outside of New England? It should be everybody else. Where are you from, folks? From Cambridge as well. Oh, okay. Well, again, thanks for coming all this way. Where are you from? Well, Puerto Rico, ok. Pues bienvenidos al Boston. Es una placer tener a ustedes, senador, desde yo y también Captain Mike. Ok. ¿Está bien? Ok. And Captain Mike also wants me to let you know he is Puerto Rican. All right. Any other folks from outside of New England here that I didn't get to? Where are you from? What's that? Puerto Rico también. Okay, muy bien. Bienvenidos. All right. How about you folks? Where are you from? Wisconsin. Welcome to Boston. Great to have you on board the Duck today. How about you folks? Where are you from?
Florida.
From Florida. Okay, the Sunshine State. Welcome to Boston. And where are you folks from?
New York.
From New York. Okay, welcome. Great to have you on board from the Empire State. Who, help me out, folks. Who didn't I get to yet? Who am I missing? How about back here? Where are you from, folks? Is it? I got everyone? All right, well, welcome all. Thanks for taking the Duck Tour today. And you guys are probably wondering, what's up with this guy? Why is he so concerned with finding out where we're all from? What is he, some kind of detective? Yes, I am. Detective Duck Tracy. See, don't you forget it. All right, everybody. I don't have much time to tell you about Cambridge, and I have to make sure that my information is on point because we have a lot of Canterbridgians. Canterbridgian is the term for someone from Cambridge. Is that correct, sir? Can you back me up on that?
See all the sailors?
You call somebody from Cambridge a Canterbridgian, right? Okay. We have a lot of Canterbridgians on board, so I got to make sure I get this information correct. Here we go. Cambridge was founded in 1630 by the Puritans, just like Boston. But at first, the Puritans called Cambridge Newtown because it was a new town. And I have to say, the Puritans were not very good at naming things. They were very literal about everything, very overly descriptive. For instance, they founded the first college in America there in Newtown in 1636. They called it the College in Newtown. Well, remember I said they weren't very good at naming things? Well, they spiced it up a little bit in 1638 when they changed the name of the college in Newtown to Harvard. Yes, after a wealthy benefactor of the school, a man named John Harvard, had passed away. How did I do, folks from Cambridge? Did I get it right? All right, Harvard is still there in Cambridge. It's about a 25-minute walk inland into the city. And folks, just over here on the left, you can see the gold dome of the State House shimmering in the sun underneath the skyline of downtown Boston. And kids, how many pounds of gold do you think are on top of that dome? Does anybody have a guess? What do you think back there? You have a guess? Yeah. No guess? Okay. What do you think? What did you say? Yell it real loud. 10 pounds of gold. Wow, that's a good guess. Any other guesses? What do you think?
How much?
Not sure. How about you back there? 10,000 pounds of gold. Okay. Good guess. What do you think?
How many pounds of gold do you think is on top of that?
All right, I'm going to give you the answer. 23,000 pounds of gold. The answer is actually 13 pounds of gold on top of that. It's a very thin layer of gold. So you're very close back there with 10 pounds. Nice job. And it looks like 10,000 pounds of gold to me, but it's just deceptive. All right, everybody. Here we are. Out on the Charles River.
What is that?
If you look to the right, you'll see, the buildings of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology over here in Cambridge. Don't look too hard because of the glare of the sun. But if you continue looking to the right, you'll see the red triangle of the Citgo sign, which sits above Fenway Park, the oldest active baseball stadium in the major leagues. And there to the right, that building with the tall antenna, that's the Prudential Tower, the second tallest building in Boston. That's the Back Bay skyline. That's the neighborhood we started in. In fact, the Prudential Tower sits just above the Tesla dealership that I pointed out to you. And there on the right, that green reflective building there, that's the Hancock Tower, the tallest building in Boston at 62 stories. The Back Bay skyline is beautiful, but do please, folks, just a quick reminder, just keep those arms inside the walls of the duck for me. And over here on the right, community boating. They run great programs for kids. Anyone underneath the age of 18 can join community boating for as little as $1 a year, depending on financial need. We donate